Hello everyone, my name is Shraddha and welcome to my YouTube channel Node of Biology. The topic for today's discussion is plastids and mitochondria. Watch this video till the end and do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Now let's learn about plastids. What are plastids? They are double membrane bound organelles found in plant cells and algae. They are responsible for producing and storing food. The plastid contains different types of pigments which are used in photosynthesis, and there are then other pigments which are used to change the color of the cell. Now, depending upon the type of pigments, plastids can be classified into chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. The chloroplast contain the pigments chlorophyll and carotenoid, which are responsible for trapping the light energy for the process of photosynthesis by which the plant is able to make its own food. Chromoplasts, they contain fat-soluble carotenoid pigments such as carotene and xanthophyll, which are responsible for imparting color to the plants in the form of yellow, orange, or red color. Lastly, leucoplasts are colorless plastids of different shape and sizes, which are responsible for storing the nutrients. The leucoplast can be further classified into amyloplast, elioplast, and aleuroplast. Amyloplasts are responsible for storing the carbohydrates such as starch. Elioplasts are responsible for storing oils and fats, whereas eleuroplasts are responsible for storing protein. We know that the plants are green in color, and this green color is because of a pigment that is imparted to the leaves of the plants, that is the chlorophyll. Now, chlorophyll, as we discussed, comes from chloroplasts. Therefore, the majority of plastids found in a plant is the chloroplast. They are found in the mesophyll cells of the leaves in the plants. They are either lens-shaped, oval, spherical, or discoidal in shape. Their length ranges from 5 to 10 micrometer and their width ranges from 2 to 4 micrometer. The chloroplasts are double membrane bound organelles, that is, they have an inner chloroplast membrane and outer chloroplast membrane. The space limited by the inner chloroplast membrane is known as the stroma. The stroma contains multiple enzymes which are essential for the synthesis of carbohydrates and proteins. They also contain, that is, the chloroplasts contain their own small double-stranded circular DNA and ribosomes. Inside the stroma are multiple flattened disc-shaped membranous sacs which are known as thylakoids. These thylakoids are arranged in the form of stacks and they are known as then grana. The thylakoids contain the chlorophyll pigments. The grana or the thylakoids of different grana are connected via stroma lamellae. The thylakoid membrane in itself encloses a space which is known as the lumen. The next organelle for the discussion is the mitochondria. Mitochondria are the membrane-bound organelle found in the cytoplasm of all eukaryotic cells, be it the plants or the animal cell. Mitochondria are the sites of aerobic respiration, that is, they produce cellular energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Therefore, mitochondria are considered as the powerhouse of the cell. The number of mitochondria in a cell depends upon the physiological activity of the cell. Typically, the shape of a mitochondria is either sausage-shaped or cylindrical. It has a diameter of around 0.2 to 1 micrometer and has length of around 1.0 to 4.1 micrometer. Now let's learn about the structure of the mitochondria in detail. Each mitochondria is a double membrane bound organelle with an outer membrane and an inner membrane that divides the lumen distinctly into two aqueous compartments, the outer compartment and the inner compartment. In the inner compartment, we find a dense homogeneous substance which is known as the matrix. The matrix contains the single circular DNA, RNA molecules and ribosomes. Thus, inside the cell, apart from nucleus containing the hereditary information, there are two organelles which have their own DNA and ribosomes, that are the plastids and the mitochondria. The outer membrane of the mitochondria forms the limiting boundary of the organelle. The inner membrane forms multiple number of enfoldings which are known as cristae towards the matrix that face towards the matrix, and cristae are responsible for increasing the surface area of the organelle. The two membranes, that is the outer and inner membrane, have their own specific enzymes which are associated with the mitochondrial functions. The outer and inner membrane are made up of proteins and phospholipids which are separated by an intermembrane space. The mitochondria divides by fission. Few of the key functions performed by the mitochondria include: it produces ATP, it controls the metabolic activity of the cell, it stores calcium for maintaining the cell's homeostasis for calcium ion concentration, it plays a role in apoptosis or programmed cell death, it is involved in the growth of new cells and cell division, it also plays a role in cells aging process, and it also helps in detoxifying ammonia from the liver cells. For future videos, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, Node of Biology.